So let me show you how you can do natural contouring and highlighting with just powders. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Goretti. We do all things makeup and beauty here. So I'm going to be using my palette. I'm using Zahil powder palette, and I'm going to first of all go in with a very light shade using my powder puff. No, so you know that the principles are the same. You use a lighter shade, 2 shades lighter. Now it's not just concealers, it's just the normal powder. So you can use this method for people that say, oh, I want to light makeup, I don't want it to be too much or anything. This actually helps to reduce the flashbacks of light. You use the same principles, use a lighter shade in a place where you highlight and a darker shade for your contouring. So as you can see, I'm going to be using this. I've already used my foundation as my base, so I'm just going to be pressing these powders onto my foundation. You see, I'm not using a brush now because I want the powders to come out well, so that is why I'm using a powder puff. I'm pressing it in, and this is my nose. I'm highlighting my nose right now. So you have to just do it the same way you do your normal highlighting with concealers. So I'm going to be contouring my nose now with my fluffy blending brush, small blending brush. That's what I'm using. So you contour your nose all the way to your eyebrows. That way it gives you a kind of slimmer nose than contouring it just halfway. You see what I'm doing? I'm doing the right side now, and then I'm going to do the left side. Depending on how small you want your nose to be, you know that your highlights don't come all the way to the tip of your nose. No, you have to contour it. So it just, the illusion of a small nose is only in the middle. And then you go ahead to contour the sides of your face. If you don't contour the size of your face, it makes your face look, your forehead look longer. So you contour the top of the forehead, and then you go around to contour your cheek. Now, the cheek contours kind of comes all the way to the tip of your ear. That way, you blend it upwards. You see what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to say. You see what I'm trying to say. So when you make this very thin lines, the reason why they are different is because if you notice, the highlights I made on this side that I am blending now is kind of larger than the other side. So I place the contours in different areas. That way it's going to minimize the highlights. For this one, you're seeing the difference now, because if you leave the highlights like that, it makes your face look larger than it's supposed to be. So highlighting your face is actually it determines the shape you get after your makeup. Okay, determines the shape you get after your makeup. These places I'm pointing at, these places you highlight. Okay, if you highlight it and you go overboard, your face is going to be very large. You have a very large cheek. And if you do it to be very little, well, you know what I'm saying. Your face will look kind of smaller though, but it might look inappropriate. You know, the shape will look inappropriate. So when you're done with placing these things, you use your brush to remove the excesses. That is what I'm doing now. I'm using a blending fluffy brush to remove the excesses and to brush it down so that there will be no harsh lines. Okay, there will be no harsh lines. That is what you're going to be doing, and so that the makeup doesn't become too thick or too heavy. Remember, this is a type of contouring and highlighting you do for an everyday makeup of a client that says, oh, I don't want it heavy, I just want it small, you know, something like that, and they want to use it for photography. Highlights and contours are mostly used for photography. If you have no business with taking pictures, I do not think it's necessary for you to highlight your face on a daily basis. So now I'm going in with my powder shade. This is the shade of my powder. I'm going to use it all over my face. All over my face. But then I'm going to use a little quantity over the under part of my eyes. That way, it is not going to completely melt out the highlights. You see what I'm doing now? You see it? You will still see the illusion that this place was highlighted, but then the color is blending in. It's no longer differentiate from my face. It just gives the illusion that, oh, this place is brighter, this place is looking brighter, yes, but it's still the same color. That is the thing that we want to achieve, and that is what we have achieved. And you can see that there are no longer any harsh lines. Okay, there are no harsh lines anymore. You go ahead to spray your face to keep all the powders in place. That is what the spray does for you. So you can see it is coming out very beautiful. You can see the illusions of the contours is still there, stamped and sealed and very beautiful, looking all natural. If you would love this video, please give us a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.